What's good, everybody? This is Y and Z, a conversation between the generations. I represent the first half of that equation, Generation Y, better known as the Millennials, the greatest generation on this here face of the earth. I am Jay Clark, the other half of that equation, the young blood in this, because he represents the one right behind us, Gen Z, Xavier D. Lewis. My brother, how are you this week? No, no,
Nah,
no,
man,
no. Okay,
I'm amazing.
like, share, subscribe. We appreciate any time you've come with us. I'm not gonna let you do it because we on the cusp. We
Hey, bruh.
hey,
Hey,
Thanksgiving
bruh.
is next week. You
Oh,
can
the
hold off.
weather outside is
You
right.
can hold off one more week. One more week. You can hold off one more week. Thanksgiving is next week. So next week, by all
Do
means,
y'all see how he's trying to castrate
go
me?
ham.
He's
Thanksgiving
castrating me.
is a time of year, sir.
It
Appreciate it.
is a day.
And there is a season that leads up to it, just like Halloween and
No, no,
spooky
no, no, no,
season.
no, no,
Halloween is a
no, no, no,
day. Fourth of
no, no,
July is a
no,
day.
no, 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 no,
Christmas
no,
is
no.
a day.
No.
Easter is a day. Moving on, because you can get to Christmas next week. We're gonna have some fun this week because if you've been scouring any kind of social media feed that has Gen Z on it lately, um, they once again are doing what they always do, and that is discovering something old and acting like it's brand new. And of course, this week we have to talk about quarter zips because
Because obviously,
y'all have never apparently seen nor wearing or heard of a quarter zip before. And apparently, it's the latest fashion trend for now, so much so that your generation is discarding their tech fleece for
about time.
quarter zips.
Let me just say this: quarter zip is great. I mean, it's always been great. You know,
Point.
it's enough
Yes,
warmth.
always,
It's
always,
always been great.
always, long time.
But I'll say this: Gen Z, we just bring a certain feng shui, a certain je ne sais quoi. We just kind of bring a newness to a thing.
And what newness are y'all bringing to quarter zips?
Us, we're the new thing to the quarter zip. The quarter zip made millennials great. We're making the quarter zip great.
We
Thank
no,
you.
no. See, we're not even owning it. I'm not even trying to be like this is a millennial thing. No. Although, let me tell you about back when I was in middle school. So we talking like 90, 98, 99.
9899.
Thousands. And there was such a phenomenon known as the Nike Tech Fleece.
Oh yeah.
And would come in that quarter zip. Oh yeah. Yeah. Now of course I didn't have the old Navy. Not Nike, old Navy Tech Fleece, yes. I ain't have the old Navy at the time. I probably had the off brand somewhere, but I might have gotten one or something. But no, that old Navy Tech Fleece quarter zip, yes. But I don't want to even claim it as ours. I don't even know how old a quarter zip is. Quarter zip's been around since 40s, I feel like 50s. Like that's a men's staple. That's one of the things they talk about. That's a men's staple. And here y'all are in y'all's late ages, onset, discovering quarter zips.
Hey man, the quarter zip is amazing. I mean, what can we say? I don't think it was a question of discovery, more because I feel like our parents definitely had us in quarter zips growing up.
I had to.
Everybody wore a quarter zip. You had a quarter zip at some point as a child, but it's all about that rediscovery of an item once you get older that you appreciate it more. Let's be real.
So that implies y'all stopped wearing quarter zips.
Oh, they most definitely did. They gave up their quarter zips for their cropped hoodies. They gave up the quarter zip for the emoji leggings. Um, they gave up the quarter zip for just this whack style. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of the stuff now some of the stuff is great. I'm not gonna lie. But let's be real. There is no. I mean, besides unfortunately, besides the cropped hoodie, I think can that like the crop top, which is still nothing but a variation of a halter top.
Or
Um,
literally the crop top that men used to even wear in the 80s.
right. I don't even know if we can attribute a fashion
Y'all don't have nothing.
to Gen Z.
Y'all don't and here, let's zoom out of this a little bit because I'm interested you said that because this just hit my mind. Y'all's experience, I think what's going to be the defining thing for y'all's experience outside the technology aspect thing is literally y'all's experience is nothing more than rediscovering what has come before, but
Almost definitely.
because of where we are and how there is such an effort to, I think, like everything is being recycled, you have access to those things versus like when we come up, like it's always about discovering those things that came before, but unless it is being introduced in some modern shape or form, it wasn't a part or it wasn't available to us. For y'all, it's literally anything you desired to get into or discover. For the most part, you've been like, okay, let me come check this out, and had the ability to get into it right then and there, and all of a sudden y'all just decide it's the new hottest thing on the earth at that moment because y'all are literally able to touch like almost everything and anything that has come before through technology in some way, shape, or form. Or clothes,
Yeah, man.
like vintage thrifting, all that stuff is at heights. Not saying people haven't done that forever, but there is such a retain, which we talk about in a variety of forms with a lot of things. There's such a
Yeah, yeah.
retaining on what has come before, and I think it's greater than nostalgia at this point. Nostalgia
Almost
is what
definitely.
people call it, but there's such a retaining on that. That literally, y'all's existences, we've held on to everything that we could for the most part, and if y'all
But
just be able to tap into it.
but I don't think you can blame my generation for holding on.
I'm not blaming
But
us.
we are taking advantage of it. I feel like other generations have just held on to things, and now we have access to like it really is a buffet now. It,
Yeah,
honestly,
we
like
didn't have
whereas
the buffet like y'all
before
have. Yeah,
it was a set menu, now it's a buffet. We can pull anything from any era, leading back to what we still have people still alive from the 30s, 40s, and we could still grab things from them that they never just got rid of or whatever like that, and just
hmm
kind of put the slightest bit of variation to it, and it just comes back again full spring. I mean, you'll even look at like flared pants and all that kind of bell bottoms, and yeah, we don't call them that anymore, but there's a variation of it.
it's the third comeback of that. Those things came back when I was in like. There was a point that I remember so they're like on that other comeback. But then again, like I said, y'all not even necessarily because they're being made new. Y'all are able to get into the original stuff because it's just been kept that long.
Yep, yep. So it's gonna be interesting to see if, let's just say theoretically, we do get to a point where Gen Z does create its own fashion sense, or
Yeah,
you think we'll ever get to that point?
no, because you're getting out of the window. Like and as we've
Mm.
seen, your influence points. As I said, this is going to be, I think, like I say, outside the technology thing, because technology is certainly a big part of it. This is going to be the defining thing of your generation. Y'all didn't necessarily during these eras where y'all were the driving force of culture, so to say. You didn't add anything. You were literally
No, no,
like, "Oh,
I don't
we
think
got
we're the
this,
driving force.
we got
I
this,
think
we got this."
we
It's
still have a large window. We still have a large window of time
Gen Alpha is
about
coming
being the
quick. Gen Alpha's coming quick because y'all
coming
what
quick.
20
Yes,
2012. Gen Alpha is 13.
we still gotta
Oldest
be
Gen
at
Alpha is
least.
13. They are entering that teenage window of becoming a prime target audience. Y'all got a
But
little
that's
bit
the
left, but y'all are on the like they're gonna be looking past y'all soon. Trust. They already are to an extent.
to an extent. This is correct.
So yeah, that window is
This is
closed.
my question here though,
Mhm.
because even so recently, like I recently today saw a video of an AI artist reimagining Cisco's thong song.
I,
And it brought me and let me
oh,
say this. It was great. I hate it that I loved it.
shut your
But
mouth.
let me say this. Oh, I'm telling you, Clark, I gotta send it to you. I'm serious.
No, don't you dare waste that. Don't you dare
I
waste that
have
electricity
to.
on that.
I'm telling you now.
No,
Just. It
I'm
is
not. I'm
interesting to say the least.
no. Okay, no, no.
But let me say this.
No.
Let me say this. Are we gonna get to an era where creativity no longer matters?
Y'all are already showing that. Y'all are already showing that. You've already opened the door for that,
Do you think it's because we've hit the ceiling?
no, it's going to get to the point because It's all going to be individualized. And we are at such a point where there is so much stuff before that we don't know what is the new. We don't know where to push. And
Real?
so right now it's going to become easier to hell yeah, let's if we can recycle this one thing every way possible in a matter of seconds, yes, that's what we're going to do because it's the easy, proven thing. And unfortunately, alpha and beta don't know any better.
Can I let y'all listen to something? I
Don't,
have show and tell.
no, God damn. I refuse. La 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 la. Xavier, stop. 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 No, 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 no.
It's
Because
as if
there's
Cisco's song was reimagined to be this orchestral piece.
and I hate all this stuff because I see it so much on YouTube. Oh, Billie Jean in a 50s doo-wop. Or
Bro, it is
Mariah
so.
Carey's Hero is a heavy rock anthem. Like what the no stop. Stop like trash.
It
That is
is,
so disrespectful.
and
So disrespectful.
I think it's to the point now where we might potentially find these things entertaining or oh, this is just for fun.
Oh, yes, because
But
that's all
what
y'all
is
think it
going
is.
to happen?
That's all that's all y'all think it is. Y'all not here for iconic music like that. Let's be honest. So
What is going
we know
to
how y'all wasn't
happen?
here for it. Alpha and Beta ain't gonna give a damn.
What is going to happen when your top 100, 50% of it is AI generated music?
Well, no. Here's what's gonna happen is, we might have talked about this. What's gonna happen is, let's just say, for example, Thong Song is gonna be your number one song. Okay, your version is gonna be different than mine, but we won't. We just gonna all think we like the same song. And the
Wow.
problem is, none of us at that age, when that really is going to happen, are going to be smart enough to figure out we're listening to different stuff that's just being customized for our own personal taste. Because that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. They want to be able to tweak every single thing you listen to be the most perfect thing you need at that moment.
Right. I
And the
do agree
way,
with that
yeah, and the way they're going to try to squeeze the community into it is to think that we're all listening to the same stuff when it's not going to be.
at all.
And it's not like we're discussing this stuff enough to figure that out anyway. These young folks, it's gonna be like, oh
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I love this too, and it's gonna be the same lyrics and stuff. Might even be some of the same rhythms. Instrumentation gonna be different, tones, basses, beats, 808. Who knows? But they're gonna AI is going to tweak these things on such a level for everybody's personalized experience.
It's going to be so scary. So very scary. It's, I mean, only because I know what, real music is. We know what real music is from the past. And going forward is going to be like I said, it's going to be scary when there is a day when I say, yeah, and when I turn on Thriller or Bad or We Are the World. Let's just use We Are the World. It's going to be a sad day when I turn on We Are the World and no one knows what I'm talking about.
Can I play devil's advocate here real quick?
Go ahead.
That's an arrogant as fuck statement. I think we're too arrogant in this a little bit. We are too
Mm.
arrogant in this phase of time to think like
To think there would be to think there would be nothing better than it, or to think it was that good to be intergenerational.
to think that there'll be nothing better. At some point,
Mm.
Beethoven was the shit.
You make great points. This is
Mozart
very true.
was the shit. Now,
At
granted,
some point, playing tritones in music was outlandish.
Michael Jackson right now is the goat of all goats. And as outlandish as this statement I'm about to say might be, is
Ooh.
There is the possibility in some way, shape, or form somebody will surpass him. It now that's gonna have to take a lot. Now, personally, I really don't think that's ever gonna happen because the scene is like what he has done. What he has done is so locked in. But okay, let me turn up the heat on this a little bit.
Mm.
Beyonce, great, iconic for this era. It's not hard to believe that there's a day that Beyonce will just be like, "Oh, that's that classical Beyonce."
Mm.
In the same way that, in the same way that some of us, okay, here we go. Look at Satchmo. Some of y'all don't even know who Satchmo is.
Satchmo is great. Or I'll
Ella,
even take it a step further. How some of us look at
all you
Aretha
know.
Franklin. Aretha Franklin. Yep, I'm gonna turn on the classics. At
There,
one point, Aretha was hot stuff.
there's an arrogance to think that this stuff will last forever. And then again, there is a level that yes, on some level, something will stick. I think this is why a lot of us fight for Michael Joseph Jackson because like that's a level of
He's one of
icon
those.
that's
Right, 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 right.
like yes, is he going to be
He's a
in
Beethoven,
400,
Mozart.
500 years?
Yeah.
It's going to be like, yeah, that Mozart, that Beethoven, that Jackson. And when, because what's coming to mind is the new Star Trek movies,
Right,
Star
right.
Trek Beyond. It's like, they're like, they're playing that Beastie Boy song. They're like, oh, what is that, classical? At some point, if society keeps going in some way, shape, or form, and as the arts continue to hopefully be a reflection of the days of that day, yes, there's got to be a possibility that a lot of the stuff that we care about, that we think is so important, and then I'm saying it's not, but 99% of that is going to be
I mean, I agree. I mean, things.
forgotten, lost,
Yeah. I
like, or
mean,
just we'll still have access to it, but it's not going to be anything special. There is an
I
arrogance
don't
there.
almost definitely like. I mean, just the invention. I mean, prime example, Blockbuster. When that was on and popping, we couldn't imagine. Well, I mean, somebody did eventually, but the common, just the masses was like, there could be nothing better than this. I can go to a place, rent a movie, not have to go and buy it, potentially bring it back. Potentially, I can keep this for the rest of my life. Because some people just never brought it back. So, and then Netflix came around, and it was like, wow, there will be nothing greater than this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you are right. There is an arrogance that you hold towards the great things of your time that at some point it's going to be considered classic.
And I think at some point, a little bit of that right now is a lot of these things are sticking around for far too long. That we, as I think society, are holding on to them or putting them in a place that may not necessarily be as deserved simply because some of these forces are very comfortable and are seeking to maintain these things longer than they did previously. Like,
I'll even say to this point, it's like in the 90s, you didn't see an overwhelm. Well, I mean, still nowadays, you don't see overwhelming, but you still have a very niche community nowadays who still um wants vinyls, even though vinyls are not the way you get most of your music. You know what I'm saying? So is it like that system of are we holding on to vinyls for too long?
what just anything, these brand names. How long is some of these brand names supposed like Walmart is still supposed Walmart is still the store. The store, really?
Wow.
For 30 plus years now. And on the same level of a Target, okay. It's just those like it's like at some point is nothing ever going to change these things. Like the new again, I think we are in the spot where we're seeing the things we are used to just lasting forever and ever and ever, it seems.
I mean, let's be real. The baby boomers, they won't die. I mean,
Well, we
I
are at the end of that 80-year cycle, so that may be because it's that so everything is we've got a lot behind us and we don't know as much as what the new space or what to
what
use in
is
front of us.
what age is the youngest baby boomer? Let me see.
111.
What is wrong with you?
Just saying.
Oh, the youngest baby boomer is only 61.
Only 61?
Born in 1964.
Damn.
Jesus.
But they were also super large generation too. Um,
Millennials are. I don't think Gen Z so much.
did y'all? Were y'all? Y'all didn't overtake us? I know we were the largest since the boomers. We overtook X, but I thought were bigger than we were. I don't keep up with these things as much as I used to. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, millennials are the largest generation
Yeah,
in the
that's
U.S.
and that's why this wealth transfer is so big. Is yeah, it's one from one the largest generation to the next largest generation. Whew, yeah, yeah. It's an arrogance. It's an arrogance, which I get. We are the highest things in sliced bread, but I bet you they thought that back in such and such an era and such an era and such and like time gonna keep moving. The only thing that
And I think now it's just harder to see the progression. And I say this as like in the 70s, you could visibly see progressive ways. I think in more tangible ways, but I think because now the progression is mostly technological, things that we can't necessarily tangibly see, it doesn't feel as much of a progression as we think it is.
oh yeah, yeah. Not the phone models ain't done changed in forever.
Right, right.
Computers ain't really done. I get yeah. It's a lot of stuff that's
The
still the same
software
as it
is
was.
changing, but not
Just
necessarily the
yeah,
hardware.
yeah, yeah. Which is versus where aesthetics and whatnot between the '60s were very much different than the '70s and yeah, yeah. I'm with you right there. It's and the fact that it's just we're aware of so much and we have seen so much change, but it's an interesting spot. But yeah, part of it is yeah, there's a lot of arrogance here, but also like we've been a part of some great eras and have done some great things, and it's like who gonna push it forward? And y'all dropped the ball on that, but who all has the blame in that? There's some X blaming that. I'm sure there's some Boomer blaming that. There's Millennial blaming that, and there is Gen Z blaming that. And I think Alpha and Beta are kind of just like F all of us, and
Most definitely.
as I'm raising a Gen, I was like, oh yeah, they gives no regards for
None at all.
so hopefully they are a good reset. That's the hope. That's the hope.
We'll see what happens, honestly.
We shall. We thank you and appreciate you for any time you have spent with us this week. It is Y and Z, a conversation between the generations, Generation Y and Z. Jay Clark, Xavier D. Lewis, at Jay
Let
Clark
me
787,
see that
at Xavier D. Lewis.
thong.
We are going to let.
That thong, the thong, thong,
Oh,
thong.
I did.
Let me see that
I
thong.
hate it all. It's all trash. It's all trash. Um,
Woo!
next week though,
I'm about to
sir.
go listen to it again.
Next week, so sir. Floodgates are opened. Have at
The
it.
floodgates are open now. You
Dock
know
it.
what? My
No.
Christmas tree is up.
And you're a
I'm getting
psychopath.
off of this podcast and I'm going to go put up more Christmas decorations. You know why?
Psychopath.
It's Christmas
Psychopath.
time right now. Do you
Psycho.
hear me? I don't think you understand me. It's Christmas time right now. Ho, ho, ho. Jingle bells. Get the sleigh. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Get it now.
You
It's
know,
Christmas time.
I'm not gonna I can't dethaw too much because the icy time is coming. That freeze is
Mm.
coming. Just yesterday I
I really hope it
celebrated
does, bro.
just oh that's not the freeze I was talking about. Just yesterday I celebrated that good old uh 14 years of being frozen. That Alpha train is coming, December 4th. But on November 19th, 2011, just across midnight. I did cross them burning sands, but yeah, that Alpha train coming on the 4th. So it's got to stay icy for just a little bit longer. So that's I can't even get to Christmas after Thanksgiving. I got Founders Day first, bro. So yeah, sorry, it ain't gonna happen. Who you with? No,
Hey
man.
guys, that's it for the evening. This has been Xavier D. Lewis. This has been the Xavier D. Lewis show. Obviously, this is what it is. You know, Yeah.